we're going to go into something that's pretty interesting that talks about EA being their EA selves and the whole drama that happened this last week. So EA has banned a FIFA player, Kurt0411, from playing FIFA. That's not unheard of. We've seen people ban players from certain games for being toxic or whatever. Pretty common, whatever you're doing, whether it's EA, whether it's Ubisoft, whether it's like League of Legends or World of Warcraft. If you're a piece of shit,
yeah,
you're gonna get banned. Your account's gone. You can't play anymore.
That's the thing. Like, if you're one of their top level esports like players or whatever,
Yes.
they want you to be an ambassador. They don't want you to
Yes.
act like an asshole all the time.
And I don't know that EA is the bad guy per se in this, but you're all on Twitch. We see how things happen. And when you are popular on a platform that's streaming related or on YouTube or something, the rules are different for you.
Oh.
The rules are absolutely, it's bullshit, but the rules are different for you.
When you're a big name, yeah, the rules are totally different.
You can curse, you can be an asshole, you can be a racist sometimes, you can have your tits out, you can accidentally show your asshole, your bleached asshole.
By your dog.
Whatever, you can throw animals.
Yeah.
You can fucking punch someone in the face and you will get a ban for a couple of days and they'll say you're sorry and you'll be right back. Meanwhile, the rest of us can slip on one thing and you're gone forever. The rules are different for popular people because popular people bring in views and views bring in money for everyone. It is the world we live in and it's bullshit on Twitch. But in this case, they didn't ban him from just FIFA.
No.
They banned him from every one of their games and services. All of it. Every one. They banned him from FIFA, from Madden, from PGA Golf 91.
Name it, he's gone.
They banned him from any EA game out there on the planet.
That's the amazing thing. I stuck that in my subheading. They're literally saying his money is no good to them.
Your money is no good to us.
EA.
Here.
EA is saying his money is no good to them.
They banned him from everything. And I don't think this has happened before. I have seen people been banned from certain games.
EA.
It's insane.
I made note of this. Like, if you look at some of their games, like The Sims 4, has like $600 worth of DLC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He can't play, you don't play Bulletstorm online. You can't play, poor guy can't go play Hellgate London. They can't, he's gone. It is insane. They just said, fuck you. Your money's no good to us. A company that will loot box small children, that will has no problem. It's just essentially one step away from saying, yes, kids, take mommy and daddy's credit cards.
Releasing hundreds of dollars of DLC of shit that should be in the base game.
And this means so many things. You can't go and stream any Command and Conquer stuff. Sorry, you're out. Nothing. You have to understand that EA owns so many properties and studios.
Yeah.
That essentially
a lot of those studios are dead, but the properties they still own.
He can't even fucking go and play Peggle.
Oh shit, that's right. They bought
PopCap. Can't go be like, fuck you. I'm gonna go play Plants vs. Zombies. You're out, son.
I'm gonna go play Bookworm Adventures.
You ain't gonna play any mobile game. You ain't gonna nothing. And I don't know what sort of precedent this is gonna send. But boy, is it a trip to just see, of all companies come out like this, is EA. Like, bro's gonna feel it. He's like, he can't boot up Abrams battle tank from 1988. It ain't happening. I like, how far does this go?
Well, unless he has the original discs, maybe.
Like, does EA send the police to his house and take all his games that have EA on them? Technically, they could do it, right? Because you don't own the game; you just own the right to them.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that how this video games technically work?
Realistically, no.
Technically, like you can only own the
pretty
right.
Much, it was ruled that stuff like not for resale and all that shit. If it isn't bolted down,
because you can
sell it and you can buy it.
They all threw a hissy fit when GameStop started selling used games.
Yeah,
he's like they'll just break down his door and fucking take his copy of Powermonger.
I mean, if anybody was going to do it, I'd expect it to be EA, but
they'll steal everything. They'll take all his games, but they'll leave WCW Mayhem on there because that's just shit. Leave that one. But this is crazy. This is a crazy ban. It's basically impossible to deny that they had no right though. Now, because there are allegations of this user on stuff he did. Now, it was big enough.
There's a tweet that I linked to that has apparently the VOD that really tore it for them.
Yes, that what they like. This isn't a one-time thing. This is a pattern of issues they've had to the point where they ban him, that they release a public statement about him to their Twitter, EA's Twitter, right? When a studio bans you, like Bethesda or Blizzard, you're just issued the ban.
Yeah, they're just blacklist.
They don't talk about you. They just
go fuck yourself.
There may be a couple of articles about, so and so, can't play or had their account blocked. But Blizzard isn't going to release a statement on a player of why they did it. EA did because of how big this one. And their tweet says, their statement in November 2019, after a series of code of conduct violations as part of the EA Sports FIFA Global Series, in which he threatened employees and other players, Kurt0411 was banned from competing or attending any EA Sports FIFA 20 Global Series. Now, that's important because that is taking your money, essentially. And I mean, it's not taking your money, but this is his job. When you're a streamer, right? Imagine being an Overwatch pro. You make your money going to tournaments, getting sponsorships, and playing for prizes. If you're not allowed to do that, you're essentially out of a job, right? People might say whatever you want about streamers. I say it too. But the fact is that this is their job, right? We're living in the modern age. You may not like their job. You may think it's easy. It's still their job. So to lose that means he's out a significant amount of money. They go on to say that since that time, now this was after that ban. He was banned from the 20 Global Series, which is recent. Like, hey, dude, this is a serious punishment. They go on to say that since that time, Kurt has continued to post abusive and threatening messages and videos about EA employees. Now, this is where it gets direct, right?
And competitive players as well.
And competitive players. So people bitch about a video game all the time. They have the right to do that.
We do it all the time, too.
We do it all the time. Some people may go too far being a little personal about developers of the game, but you can bitch about a game.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberry.
Yes, you can bitch about other players you play with if it's in terms of the game. This guy's a piece of shit. Because
sometimes your salt levels get a bit high.
Right. And there might be players you don't like. Everybody. You're welcome to. But the second you start posting videos and attacking employees who have nothing to do with your issues, they're doing their jobs. They're hired to either make this game, to promote whatever the case, that's their job. And you start attacking them for no reason, they're going to have problems. But you're going to have this in any situation. If you walk into Albertsons and start harassing and threatening cashiers, guess what? You're going to be banned from all Albertsons in the United States, probably. They're just going to be like, hey, this dude, kick him out when he comes in. Yeah. So this happens in any sort of situation. So they go on to say after that, his messages have crossed a line of decency into very personal attacks and breach our terms of service. We will not tolerate threatening behavior. As a result, today, Kurt0411's EA account will be banned from playing our games and accessing our services due to these serious and repeated violations. Now, EA Origin, we hate it. We make fun of it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only service I've ever had that got hacked. To buy FIFA coins with. Luckily, I didn't have any credit card or anything on there. I just got locked out of my account.
Oh, but I don't use credit cards for any of this stuff. Yeah. I go buy the gift card.
Oh yeah, you go buy the gift.
It's the safe way to do it
at Walmart. Yes, get one of those. But that's the only account I've ever got hacked to buy FIFA coin. Try to buy FIFA coins. So I thought it was hilarious of all the people. Of all the companies and organizations, EA is the one that gets fucked over. But he's banned from all of that. They go on to say we build games and communities for players to have fun. We create a safe and enjoyable experience, yada, yada. We'll continue to add more features. We are open to feedback and constructive criticism. So that's essentially a rundown of their stadium. And then Kurt replied on February 24th, the same day. Under that, it's the highlighted reply. They said, Kurt replied to EA, could you give me examples of when I have threatened your incompetent employees? Maybe not the best thing to say.
Oh, my favorite one is, end of the day, I have never said anything I shouldn't.
Yes, he's played the victim there. I'm like, oops. Tell me what I did.
And he has a substantial fan base as well that's with him on this.
Oh yes, they'll back him. Anyone that is popular, has young people and influential people, can stir up masses very easily and say, go after these people, or insinuate that, like, come to my defense, please white knight me.
Now I'm the second biggest streamer of their game, and they're scared I'll take their gold away.
Yes, that's the narcissism in those comments. Not just from him, you hear it from sports people and everyone. Like,
oh yeah, I'm the best of all time.
I'm the best. Like, you hear it in sports. Like, this sport. How many times have you heard someone say, "This sports needs me"? Remember Antonio Brown? No, nobody remembers Antonio Brown because he was on the Patriots and the Raiders, and he's gone now. Right? Football moved on. Basketball can move on. Soccer can move on. Video games can move on.
If you're legitimately the best of all time, people are going to remember you.
Yes. You will get someone is in the wings in terms of streaming and video games that will move up that ladder quickly. So when you hear anyone say this sport needs me or this game needs me, fuck off.
They don't.
Yeah, fuck off. He's got a huge following. There's no doubt about it. If you love him, if you dig what he does, cool, good for you, whatever. But just don't go out and harass people. Just leave that on.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's what he says. And then the people that either don't like him or journalists out there have started replying on Twitter with VODs of literally what he got banned for.
Like the way he was acting, yeah.
Yes.
The one I dropped in here, it's just him like shitting on EA for like a solid minute.
Yes, it's
after he wins a match.
Attacking EA. He spits on the logo of the company. And just think about that. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal because we're talking about video games, but this is EA still particular. Yes, and EA, we're no friends of them. I am on their blacklist. I don't get stuff from VA because of the shit I've talked about them. Right? Yeah. I'm nobody's friend here. But imagine if someone did that in any other sporting situation, right? Imagine if anyone in the NBA said, fuck the NBA and spit on their logo and said, take this. Right?
This guy is like their second biggest.
Yes. Too. They'll do anything. They'll just be like, peace off.
At that point, you're supposed to be their ambassador for the brand, and you get the kickback for that.
Yes. You are still playing their game. If you're a streamer backing their game, there's certain things expected from you. You may not agree with it, but this is their product, their game. There is a code of conduct that they want to kind of push forward.
There is a line you do not cross.
And I love when he came back, he's like, at the end of the day, I've never said anything I shouldn't have. This is just deeper than anyone thinks. Like, okay, pull that conspiracy theory, whatever you want to do. This is deeper. They don't want me competing in events because they were scared I'd win them. That seems like the point of these events, for people to win them. I'm not sure what he's getting at here. Now I'm the second biggest streamer of their game, and they're scared I'll overtake their golden boy. I don't know what that means. If you become number one, then that you're number one. I don't think EA cares that much. If you were an asshole in number one, there are a lot of number one people that are assholes.
Oh, constantly.
Ninja's like the number one Fortniter forever, and that guy's just a dumb sack of shit.
Yeah, I've done a total 180 from not knowing anything about him to just despising him.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Ninja was fine, and then I hear him talk about stupid stuff. I'm like, dude, maybe just shut your mouth.
Did you see the thing like don't say it's just a game?
Oh yes, that bullshit.
Did you see that? Oh god.
Teaching kids, he's just like, yeah, get mad. Throw your controller, punch the wall. Winning is everything. Fuck you, it's Fortnite.
It's a game that pretty much appeals to children.
Yes. If you lose, you shouldn't feel good about losing because losing sucks. But if you put a hole in a wall or break a controller or start screaming bloody murder, There's something you need to take a break. Ninja, you're a good Fortnite player. You're maybe not the ideal spokesman for the brand.
It's just a game where you have to be mad.
You have to be mad. I get mad at games all the time when I lose.
Hockey player. I want to say Russian hockey player.
Yeah. Why you get mad? It's a game. It's fun. If you're the best, you don't have to get mad. Ninja, just stop. Stop, dude. All that hair dye, it's gone into your brain. Made you a little idiot. Stop. Kurt, I'm sure you're a great FIFA player. Sure, you can pound me into the dirt. Just chill. Okay? Just chill. You still be number 2. You do this to yourself, bro.
Well, not anymore, but
no, not anymore. Go play PES or something. I'm sure Konami still releases that goddamn soccer series. Go play that.
Maybe that probably still makes some money alongside the patches slot and shit.
That's what we got to talk about today.